Hello guys, welcome back to the weekly forecast. Now right here we are looking at US30 on the daily time frame, and we're gonna plot our high and lows. So that's gonna be my low, and that's right there is gonna be my high for the week, right? And then now we are gonna go on a 4 hourly. Let's go to a candlestick, and then we can look at this formation right here. Nope, not that formation because the mic is passed. But if we were to look at this right here, let's see that. Let's rather look at this area, right? This area right here. Huh? So you're not looking at the overall, we're still in a downward movement. We still, that's our overall downward channel, right? The top of our overall downward channel. Because when the market reached this area, you can see it touched right at that trend line, and we'll be looking for building up to come for a third touch. And now we can be looking at this area at the moment. As now we've closed above that resistance area, now turning support. And now we'll look for it if the market can come back to retest this support area before shooting up. We might look at this being our first target for the week, and then that being our overall target. Let's go to the hourly. Right, on the hourly, if we to look, because you can see now that here we are gaining momentum, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher lows. We're creating higher lows and higher highs, higher highs. So we can see that we are in a bullish movement, and now we created a higher high comeback. As usual, we are going to now look at our fundamentals for the week. On Monday, as you can see, we're going to have, this is South African Standard Time, by the way, so you might like look at the times for where you are, and check we are on the daily fx.com economic calendar, right? And now on Monday we are looking at that. We are on our high as well, and we're looking for all countries. So now on a Monday we're gonna have that US, which is not gonna have that much of an impact on our US30 and US100. On Tuesday, nothing as much. On Wednesday, now we're going to have that non-manufacturing MPI. If you're trading currencies, that might have a big impact on currencies. But on Friday, we're going to have the non-farmers payroll and unemployment change. So on Friday, we might be looking fundamental wise that might affect our gold, US30, US100. So you might be on the lookout for that for the week. But again, you must always look at the fundamentals for the week so that you might not be caught by any impulsive moves in the direction you were not hoping for, or in the direction you did not foresee the market going. Looking at Ger40, we can now plot our low, right? And we can now plot our high. And now let's go to the 4-hourly candlestick. We shall now plot that area right there, alright? And now looking at that area, first 30-second touch, the market might come back to this area during the week. And now as you can see, now we're creating a higher low and a higher low, a higher high, a higher high, higher highs as well. So we are pushing up. But as well as you can see that looking at this formation right here, let's see, where is it? This head and shoulders pattern, right? That being our first leg, right? Our neck, as you can see right there, looking at our head and shoulder pattern, and the distance between that, it is what we might expect the market to pull up with. So the market might reach this area based on our head and shoulder calculation. We'll just see what happens if it obeys that head and shoulder, right? this way, put it there. Yeah, that our head and shoulder at the moment, so I'm gonna remove that. You might just be looking at that, but just remember that head and shoulder. No, let me bring it back. Yeah, let me not remove it. But it might also go down, you know, because now if you're looking at this area right here, right, this is another area of resistance, so the market might also come back down to this area, test this area before bouncing gap, or it might close above that resistance area and come to this bottom trend line, right, or bearish trend line. We just have to be on the lookout for that in Germany. On gold, we're gonna plot our low, we're gonna plot our high, right, our line high. We are gonna now plot that right there, right? Okay. No, for now let's plot it. Let's plot it here, right? Let's cater for most touches. Let's plot it right there, and you can see that that can be looking at trends and trends, and we can also look at that area right there. The market might come back to that area, right? So now if we were to do this out of that, we can be looking at that to see that we are now in an overall bearish channel, right? Well, now since we came here to this area, which was our low, we are looking for buy now, but now we are looking at that area, which is also a resistance area, right? Which is also a resistance area, and the top of that downward trend line, as you can see. So now we are looking, the market might come back and bounce to test this area before going back up as well. And you can see that we are looking at the market might also close above here, come to this resistance area, or test that downward trend line before coming downwards. Or if it closes above, we are looking to take out overly target fear for the week. But yeah, let's just be on the lookout for that on the during the week, right? So there you can see, and you can see now that when it closed, we had a bullish engulfing, but now when we are now looking at a small triangle pattern, right, head and shoulders pattern right here. So we'll just see what happens when the market opens, because now we can also on this area right here, as you can see that in the past the market did consolidate in this area right here, as you can see, right? And now we are looking at this as a resistance, but we are not going to focus it on much, right? We are going to focus on that this area is our resistance. But yeah, also as well, you can see that it was creating a higher high. The market may come back low to this area, because you can see this was a nice support area for the market before gaining that momentum, creating higher highs and higher lows. So now we'll just see what happens during the week. We are looking at this area right here as well as a small support area. If it closes below this, we might be looking for a sell to this area and on an overall sell to this area. But yeah, that's gonna be it for gold. Us100, and we're gonna plot our low, right? And then we're gonna plot our high. That's gonna be our low and high for the week. Now looking at this area right here, right now, let's remove this right here. Let's remove that. So now you must always remember to cater for the most touches, right? So yeah, we're gonna have right there, first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch, and you can see now we might looking for the market to come here, hit here before this downward trend line before coming back. But we're also looking that the fact that the market was creating higher lows and higher highs during the week. So now we might be looking at this area right here, because now we are in the resistance zone, but it might come back, retest this trend downward trend line before shooting back up, or it might close above this resistance area, turning it into support, bouncing egg, gaining momentum before shooting up. We might be looking at this area being our first target, this our second, and that our overall target. We also just have to look at that. Also remember that this is NFP week, so the market might have a huge impulsive movements. But yeah, if you look at the hourly, you cannot spot anything from there. No, it's still the same. You can see that we are gaining upward momentum. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the weekly forecast. Hopefully you like, share this content, right? Subscribe, comment, let's learn together, and yeah, peace.